surf fetish, and killing feels like a farmer trying to grow lettuce. Word to God, I'm the truth and you can go tell it. Surf fetish, I must pop and niggas so jealous. Surf fetish, I'm itching to leave your turf with it. The last coming first.
Battle rap opinions. One of the battles I've been anticipating for a long time finally happened. It was supposed to happen on a small league somewhere in Denver, and it didn't happen because I believe A.WARD had a death in the family or something like that, and that's also what played into this battle. So I'm just going to give you guys a heads up on that out the gate. This was a phenomenal battle. I felt this battle alone was worth what I paid for the whole pay-per-view. Even though if you haven't bought the pay-per-view, you should, man. 2 days for the battle. It's like, I don't know. It's like a total of like 14 to 16 battles, something like that. Anyway, wow. This is our first watch, so chill out. This is our first watch. Just my opinion. These are two of my favorites. A.WARD is my favorite up-and-coming battle rapper. Illmac is in my top 5. Love every time I get to watch these guys battle. Never disappoint, man. First round is on Illmac. And I want to say you can feel the tension out the gate. You can feel the tension between the two. Especially as Illmac was rapping, you could definitely feel the tension. This is one of the battles I wish I was there, man. I did try to be there, but I couldn't. Look at my notes here for a second. Pardon. So Illmac just was crazy with the aggression. He was definitely in A.WARD space without crossing the line. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of bars back to back to back. And if you know anything about Illmac, the way he writes, man, is so detailed and intricate. It's just it's a wonder to watch. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like watching his battles over and over and over, man. It's just the shit that he writes, man, and the way that he delivers it is, it's right up there with the greatest. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. I love the way, again, he set the bar crazy going first, set the bar crazy high. And the way he ended the round, if you know what happened, day one, there was an attack on the servers. That's the reason why people had so much problems with the stream. And Illmac ended his round with a line about it. And it shook the room. It shook the room. Especially everybody knew what was going on. It was all over social media. So that was very smart of Illmac. I mean, this is what you come to expect from him. You know what I'm saying? A.WARD goes. He kind of let into everybody, let them know what the problem was between them, what the fight issue. Well, they didn't fight. They almost got into a fight, and that's what Ill Will was also talking about in his battle with Illmac. Back in May, these guys got into their little disagreement. Things got heated, almost turned into a fight. And turns out it's because Illmac said something about A.WARD's deceased family member. So A.WARD taps into that a little bit and lets everybody know, like, yo, you know what, he said all that stuff, then he apologized. He starts getting into all of that, but he doesn't elaborate too much. Then he jumps back into the bars. He has a point there where he stumbled. Again, we'll leave it up to everybody because people there thought he was choking, and to me it was a stumble. Then he rebutted everybody thinking it was a choke. He did it on the spot. And A.WARD is one of them people, man, just like Illmac is. You got to watch what you're doing because he could turn it into a bar right there on the spot. But in this first round, I got Illmac winning. I think Illmac took that first round. It was close. But I still give it to Illmac. And I have Illmac by 2 points. And then when you think about the fact that A.WARD stumbled in there, you know what I'm saying, that made it more clear to me. Remember, this is all our first watch. But, with that stumble and everything, even if you take the stumble out, I have Illmac up by 2 points. But when you include that, that makes it a little more clear for me that Illmac took that first round. Second round on Illmac. Damn, where the hell I go with my notes? So Illmac, as you know he would, comes back and he rebuttals. Then after that, he starts going at A.WARD religiously. Now I know what everybody's gonna say. Yo, everybody does that to these Christian rappers. Breaks down. Not like this. And you guys know I'm one of the people who hate when people constantly use the same angles that everybody else has used on somebody. But as you come to respect from Illmac, he found a dope way to attack that angle that doesn't sound like everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? And it was more about pointing out certain contradictions, but without bashing religion. Most people bash religion and question God and do all this stuff. Illmac wasn't doing that. So the way that he wrote it, it was entertaining as hell. I can't wait to go back and watch it again. But like I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be surprised because again, that's Illmac and that's the way he does things. But at the same time, like, damn, that was so fire, and it didn't seem redundant. You know what I'm saying? A.WARD goes in the second round. Bars, jokes. He definitely had myself and the people in the building captivated with the bars and the jokes, and such a dope mixture. Sarcasm, so on and so forth, man. It was such a dope mixture what A.WARD was doing up there. I thought, once again, showing the people how well-rounded he is and why he got such a great opportunity, not only in King of the Dot, but to be there going up against Illmac. I don't think Illmac would have said yeah to that battle if he didn't think that A.WARD can give him a fight. You know what I'm saying? And this was beyond a fight. I got the second round crazy close. When I tell you crazy close, I'm talking arguably a tie. Honestly, I think this is going to be more about what the people like more. Did they like the jokes more and stuff like that a little bit more from A.WARD? Or did they like the straightforward and angle that Illmac took? So the second round, to me, is debatable. It's going to go on, again, what your preference is. But by 1 point, I gave it to A.WARD. Now, so that takes us into the third round. It's 1-1 at this point going into the third round. All right, so Illmac does almost like what A.WARD did in terms of he takes the more well-rounded approach, and what he does is he definitely mixes in a lot of jokes with a lot of bars. And what he did here was tap into the religious thing, but again from a different angle. Now he brought it into an angle of trying to call A.WARD a narcissist. Start bringing up like, yo, how is things that you put in your profile? You wrote about a bunch of battle rap, and then the last thing you put was you're a Christian and stuff like that. That's just an example. I'm not telling you exactly what he did, but that's an example of how he put it. Like, yo, how you putting everything else before your religion? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is about you. Like, basically, he took this round to kind of give A.WARD a look in the mirror. Like, this is you. You need to look at yourself in the mirror, and this is how you act. This is the kind of person you are. And I thought it was very clever. And again, a play somewhat religious, while at the same time talking to A.WARD on a personal level. The writing was there. The jokes was definitely there. He had the crowd. I forgot what he was telling people, but they were chanting with him. You know what I'm saying? So he had everybody really immersed at that point in his round and very interested in that round. I thought it was an absolutely phenomenal round. And it's one of those rounds like, shit, like A.WARD, now you got to rap after that. You got to rap after that incredible ass round. And A.WARD didn't disappoint. A.WARD had a rebuttal out the gate on that third round that just shook the room, where he just was saying, because Illmac had said something like, yo, you forgot about your 10-year anniversary with your wife, but while you were at the 10-year anniversary for King of the Dot. So he didn't say it like that, but that's pretty much what he was saying. A.WARD's rebuttal in the beginning of the round was like, yo, my man, yeah. Like, he talked to his wife on the camera, like, yo, I'm sorry, whatever. And then turns around to Illmac and says, yo, the only ring you ever got came from Thesaurus. And he's talking about the tournament and stuff that they won years ago. I thought that was a dope-ass rebuttal. Definitely shook the room with the rebuttal. Even Illmac had to give him, some love on that, man. And by the way, this was a very intense battle. These guys, there was definitely intense moments here and there. They said something in each other's round. Organic had to tap both of them a few times, like, yo, don't talk through each other's round. Things were definitely getting intense. After that, A.WARD jumps into, basically his whole round was about how Illmac is an alcoholic and how the issue, he brought back into the issue of how they almost fought, how, then he said specifically what Illmac said. Supposedly Illmac purposely told him, oh, you pulled the plug on our battle the way you pulled your plug on your grandma or your mom's, or your aunt, so one of his family members. And then, you know, things got crazy. So A.WARD explains that and then explains like, yo, you know what? I realized it wasn't really you saying some foul shit like that. That was the alcohol. And he goes on a whole angle about that. So I thought it was dope. Fire battle. The battle did not disappoint. I can't wait to watch it again. It's again, this battle is going to come down to what your preference is. But I thought the third round was more clear. And to me, it was more clear that Illmac won. I'm giving this battle 2-1 to Illmac. Two of my favorites. I'm blessed to be able to have watched this, man. As I say all the time, man, these are just moments that for someone like me mean a lot. I'm happy to, I'm happy to, the website, salute to King Fly, who worked all night to straighten out the website issues, you know what I'm saying? They were, somebody tried to hack into them. We supposed to have them on later on tonight. We supposed to interview them after the event was over. I don't know if that's gonna still happen depending on what time it's over. But if not, then we'll definitely do it tomorrow. Salute to King Fly, man, for all his hard work. But I'm just so happy everything went good and we were able to see. And yes, I will tell everybody, this is definitely gonna be one of those things where people are gonna argue that this is a classic battle. I'm not gonna 100% put it there right now, but it definitely has to be in that sort of conversation. And again, I can't wait to see it again. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the alert bell. Press all notifications. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this battle, man. Because, you know, I really want to hear opinions. Don't just tell me who you think won. Tell me why you think they won. Salute.
Got a surf fetish and killing feels like a farmer trying to grow lettuce. Word to God, I'm the truth and you can go tell it. Surf fetish, I'm a poppin' nigga so jealous. Surf fetish, I'm itching to leave your turf with it. The last coming first, but then I make the first second. Deadly, I might just detonate. Real life heavyweight, getting to the paper shit. At least that's what my silly say. Ringing off the hook, stone crook, got the game shook. Steady flashing stacks on the book, get your cheddar took. Sauced up, cause I'm bossed up, go get a better cook. Bird's eye with the third eye to get a better look. Lyrically between me and y'all, I'm a spectacle. Several diabolical flows, stay on schedule, feeling skeptical. I'm slinging that iron, that's what steppers do. Fold up or stand on all 10, that's what that pressure in water. I got a surf fetish and killing feels like a farmer trying to grow lettuce. Word to God, I'm the truth and you can go tell it.